Hey, welcome back everybody. In this video I'm going to show you how you can import data into Excel by exporting it from Python. So let's take a look at how we can do such a thing. I've already written a program that will do it for the interest of time. I've got the CSV module imported, right? And the CSV module, remember from the last video, has a lot of nice functions and methods that can help you work with CSV files inside Python. I've created this toy data set, which is kind of to mimic like a data set from a college or a university, where we're going to have name, major, year, and GPA of some students within the college. Usually, but not always, data are contained where there's a header file, right, or the column headers, and then the actual data. It doesn't have to be this way, but that's the way that I've chosen to arrange the data. So you can see that my headers are going to be name, major, year, and GPA. And then the actual data, I have people here. Marty, electrical engineering, 2006, 4.0. Charlie, all the way down to Charlie, naval arc, 1969, 2.70. And you can see how my data, the actual data, not the headers, are contained within lists within lists. So the entire data set is a list, and then each row is another list. That's how you have to arrange your data if you're going to do this. Now, usually you don't enter data manually like I've done here. So the way you would do such a thing is you can just set up a loop within a loop, like nested loops, and then you can set up your lists that way. All right, now I've chosen to specify my file name as studentinformation.csv. And then just like the last video, I've got with open, and I'm going to give it the file name W, which means write. So we're going to write to this file. And then I also have to specify, just for reasons we're not going to get into, it's based on formatting, but we're going to specify that a new line is the \n when it formats this thing. You don't fully need to understand that. Just know that we have to do it as a CSV file. So that creates an object. And then we're going to say from the module CSV, we're going to call on the method writer, and we're going to give it our object. And what are we going to write? Well, we're going to write, here's another method, write row, singular, headers. So we're going to write into the CSV file our header data. And then in the next command, there's a separate module for a separate method, for writing multiple rows. This thing expects a list of lists. So write rows, plural, and then we're going to give it data. And this thing is smart where it's not going to overwrite the headers. So we don't need to append or anything like that. It knows just to tack it on, keep appending as we go through. All right, so I'm going to save, Control S, and I'm going to run this program, and my current working directory is the desktop. So if I go to my desktop now, I will see this file, studentinformation.csv, and for me it opens by default with Excel. If that's not true for you, you can right click and click open with Excel, but I'll just double click, and there's our data set, right? Name, major, year, GPA, and everything is there, good to go. Now just one more thing. You might ask, why would I want to do such a thing? Why would I want to move data from Python into Excel? And the answer to that is similar to what we said in the previous video. Excel does some things, easier, some tasks are more easily done in Excel than compared to Python. For example, plotting. Plotting is way more easier to do in Excel. So if you need to make a couple quick plots, you might want to export your data into Excel and just make the plots in Excel. That's it. Thank you.